Well, hello everyone, and thank you for joining me today at Juanette's Crafting Corner for my Quick Tip Thursday, and this is episode number 20. Sharon had a question. She wanted to know how big my Swift roll was. It was 47 and a half inches long. It was 8 3/4 inches wide. When you rolled it up, it was 8.5 long, 9 inches wide, and 4 inches thick. And then I wanted to say hi to Jan, who I had met in Australia. And then also hi to Bobby Miller, who was my Stamping Up um, partner, or just above me in Stamping Up. She's the one that brought me into Stamping Up. And unfortunately, she's moved away, so I don't get to see her anymore. But let's get started on this Quick Tip Thursday. So I have these 3 cards in which I had gotten some packs of butterflies. And so let's just make some journaling cards out of them. So we'll start out with this one. You're going to need to cover the back. And so I already have some masterboard created using all kinds of different scraps of neutral colored paper. I have a drawer in which I keep all of that paper in, and then that way it is available for me. Wouldn't it be great if all 3 would fit on this piece? But they're not going to. So I'm going to glue this first one down. We'll work on that. And then what I will do is glue the other ones down off camera. And I'm going to show you the butterflies that I got with these. They're absolutely beautiful. So I'm just going to use a little bit of my Beacons 3-in-1 glue and attach it there. And then that covers up that back. So you're not able to see that it actually is packaging from something you bought offline. Just hold that down there for just a minute. So is everybody doing great? I am going to be making my announcement for my crafting retreat. I have firmed down the dates with my daughter, and I am so excited because my sister Sherry is also coming. I'm just going to take a pair of scissors and trim this off. She's going to be coming in from Washington. And I know the other day I was at an online sale, and people were talking about the retreat. It's going to be in August. And people who are not real familiar with Arizona said, oh, I wouldn't want to come there in August. Well, yes, Phoenix is brutally hot in August. However, where my daughter's house in Flagstaff, the high is like 79 or 80 degrees. So that's my back right there. I'm going to show you the product that I bought in these packs. Here's my book. It says birds and butterflies, and I keep all of my, like I said, birds and butterflies there. So let me just show you. These are the ones that I bought here. They're stickers, but I don't want to use those. I want to use one of these. And I think these ones here that I'm looking at I got those from either Michael's or Joann's. And I have one picked out already. And as I was putting them away, another butterfly fell out. So here's the one I have decided to do. There's a little bit of pink around here, and I thought some pink back here would look good. And what I do is I glue it down so that it kind of still is more dimensional. But I'm going to take some of this thread, and I bought this while I was in Australia. And I think actually, you know what I'm going to do? Because it is always such a pain to get this down. What I'm going to do is go ahead and just add some glue there. And then if I just lay this back and forth, hopefully it will stick and work. So let me undo this a little bit more. And I'm just going to lay it down, bring it back, lay it down. That may work. I may need my little spatula to hold it down. Why did I say ouch? That was a goofy little thing to yell out. I didn't get hurt in any way. Oops, let me pull this around. I went quite a bit. Actually, this is working out well. I've always struggled with putting string down because it comes undone and what have you. So actually, I'm going to have to remember this. This works out great. And I love how it kind of comes around. Okay, I think that's good enough. And so I'm going to trim that off. And then when I go to lay down the butterfly over it, it will help hold those down. Yeah, there we go. And so I'm only going to put some glue right down the center there. I love that. That looks great. Yeah, so the crafting retreat is, the date is set. I will do a separate video with details of that, including my email. And I'm working on the menu right now. And so, okay, that is going to be there. And then now the other thing I want to do is some kind of a label to cover this up. It says Ice Crystal Laser Gold Sticker Bag. And I have some of these labels that are from Medieval Mirage's kit that I recently finished working on a journal with. The journal was French inspired. That might look good. I'm going to just trim it off a little bit. And then ink around it. Yeah, I was very pleased that that journal sold so quickly. I almost didn't sell it. I really almost did not sell it because I loved it so much. But you know what? That just means I have to make myself one. I'm actually thinking about making a Christmas one. In July, I'm going to be going to Dale Augustinelli's retreat up in Montana. And I I think I'm going to round these corners here ever so slightly with just this small one. And I always take Christmas stuff because then it makes it easy to pack and you don't have to think about it a lot, because it's just, you just pack your Christmas stuff. And I have all of my Christmas stuff in one area, my craft room. And so I thought, oh, I want to make another one of those 6-folds. So yeah, that may actually be my December daily. It will be smaller than the one I created because I only need 31 days. So I'm going to just bring that over to the side. And so that is complete. Isn't that pretty? I like that. So let's work on the next one. So let's see what we can do with this one. So I have backed it, and these are some leftover things from my last journal. And let's see, so I want a big enough picture so it kind of covers those butterfly wings. Let's see, and I want some blue. Oh, let's look at here. Wait a minute here, this lady. Let's cut her out. We're just gonna do a little whiz cut here. These are some little snips that my friend Rachel gave me from Roxy Creations. They're from Australia, and I love that they are just so nice and tiny and perfect for just fussy cutting. So I'm leaving, or I'm actually taking off all of that little white part that was left over from the image itself. Okay, let's see if that's gonna work. Yeah, I think that's gonna work just fine. So we'll put that down there. Probably about there. It doesn't matter if just a little bit of that shows. But the other thing I want to do is I want to use this. And let me just bring you up a little bit. I think I'm a little bit too close. I think you guys are seeing too much of my hand. So I'm going to bring this in. This is called a Euro Punch. I have it on my favorite things in my description box. And I love how that turned out. Yeah, perfect. So I'll be putting some fabric around there, but let's just see how this goes here. Yep, that will work good there. And actually, I was going to put a little bit of book page there. Let me see what I have. I can put it, but I don't want to cover up so much of the this outside border. This is where I have gold trims, where I've taken book page and then I put gold paint all around it. So if you look real close, you will notice that I've changed the image. However, I decide in the end to go back to the original image I had. Yep, I'm coming back in with the bigger lady. Oh, make a decision there, girl. Yeah, we'll just do that. So let me put this away. And bring in a piece of paper to use my glue stick. Oh, you know what? Was I going to put that on top or bottom? Oh, we're going to go just with the bottom. Make a decision there, sister. So we're going to come over here like this, so it's over just a tiny bit. And then I'm going to take a little bit of fabric. I hate how that clumps up like that. And now I'm going to have to, that's the only thing about glue stick. And I think the reason is because in Phoenix, it's warmer and my craft room is a little bit warmer. So let's just lay this down here. Can't see a lot of that book page, but we could actually even pull in some more and maybe put it up that way. Let me grab another small piece. I have a tiny little piece here. Let's see what this will look like. Oh, let's just do it. Let's just do it. What the heck? Sometimes I vacillate way too long over decisions. We'll just put it a tiny bit up and over here. Now I feel like there needs to almost be something there, and I wish this had come down. Is it too far glued down to lift it up? No. Let's just see. Let me add the fabric and let's see what it looks like. I think maybe a little bit of some pink fabrics. I've got this, looks very, very, very French. I love this too. That would look nice. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's just bring this in. So what I do so you can see this pattern is I turn it like that, and then I turn it like that. So you can see the pattern on the front. And then what you can also do is either glue it, which is I think what I'm going to do real quick, is just add a little bit of glue. And let me bring in my Fabri-Tac. Or you could actually even use a glue stick, but let's just try this. I want this over here like this, so I'm going to lift it up and put just a little dollop in the back, and then just a little dollop over this way and bring this way. And scrunch it up so maybe it doesn't show that the glue seeping through quite so much. So anyway, let's let that dry and we will I kind of want to scrunch it up over here too now. I love that scrunchy look. I need to put a little bit on this back side too. And I'm just going to do it there and do a little scrunching. There. And then once that dries, we'll take a look at it and see what it looks like. So I have a little bit of this washi tape, and I've decided I'm going to put a little bit here and wrap it around. I do always like to add just a tiny bit more glue, just because washi tape is not supposed to be permanent, as far as I know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm just going to add a tiny bit. And I'm going to lay it just right there. Come on. Stick without sticking to my finger. Yeah. So just right like that. So it kind of brings in a little bit something different right there. And then I'm just going to wrap it around. Yeah. So then a little bit shows there. And then I'm going to take my scissors and just snip off a little bit at an angle, and then you can fray it a little bit if you want to. But anyway, so that's that tag. Okay, let's bring in the third one, and I went ahead and backed it. Let's just bring in a small piece. This is the wormy paper that Rachel has in her shop. And I think I'm going to just tear off some of this. Put that there. Oh, I apologize. I was leaning up against that and my microphone is there. And then let's bring in flower book. So this is where I keep all of my flowers. You guys have seen me. Oops, maybe you can't. Yeah, my book there. I have a tutorial on how I make these books. And let me just see if I can bring you out a little bit more. There you go. Okay, so we've got greenish and pinks. And the other thing I've told you guys before is, remember, I just take, I have these books. Let me just grab one. This is the Bees, Birds, and Butterflies sticker book. It's also on my list. And all I do, now I haven't done this completely, but I just take coffee and spray these and then kind of tear them out and put them in the book so that they're already kind of coffee stained. Oh, here's some that I haven't actually put in the book. But do you see how I just take out the pages and I spray coffee on them, and then they're on those sheets. That's another quick tip for you. And then they're already kind of dyed. And then as I need to, I put them in this book. So we want one to, well, actually, we could kind of leave that there. So we're going to have that about there. Let's see what it looks like. No, I don't like that one. We could leave all of the butterfly, and let's see here, just have a we could do that like that and maybe have a flower down that way. Let's see about, let's bring this back out again. By the time I almost think I want something a little bit smaller or skinnier. Let's just keep flipping the pages here. No, that one looks too small. That may be okay. Let's see here. I don't think I want blue necessarily. No, that kind of blends in way too much. Maybe I do want a red. Got some yellows here. Orange. I am just not a fan of orange. Never have been. This one might be nice. So if we put this like this and have that purple there and then a little stamping on it. Let's see. I don't know if I like this. I think this is too big for one. Let me just tear that down just a tiny bit. Yep, that like that, that like that like that. Yeah, I like that. That shows a little bit more. I like that. Okay, let's just go with that. Let me put this one back where the pinks are. Yep, close enough there. And then we might even bring one of Rachel's labels in. Alrighty. Yeah, let's just go with this for now. Glue stick, where are you? Oh, and the other thing I want to do is trim this. So let me bring in a border punch. And the one I want to use is this one that, let me just show you. If I bring that in and punch it, then it makes that kind of a corner, just a little bit different. Okay, yeah. Here we got that. Now let's bring in my paper here. Glue stick. These will be some really nice little tags for a botanical journal. So what we're going to do is bring that over there at about like that. And then, like I said, once you coffee dye these, then you still can just pull those up like that. And then I add just a tiny bit more glue just because the coffee may have caused the glue or the stickiness on the back not to be quite so sticky. So let's just add that there. Okay. And then let's just look through Rachel's labels and see what maybe we can put up there. And the other thing I want to do is just a tiny bit of stamping on it too. So let's bring in these labels here. Ooh, nice. These are beautiful. Thank you, Rachel, for having these in your shop. Just press that down. I think I love to have things come over the side. Let's see what else I have. She's got some bigger ones back here. Not all of these are Rachel's, but the majority of them are. I've got a flower there, so I don't know if I want another flower. If that's going to be too much. Oh, I love that chicken. Love that chicken. Too bad he's on that side. See, I should have put the flower over there, and then I could have had the chicken there. Nope, that one. That's going to be for another day. Let's see here. That's a tall label. We're going to go back to here. Let's see what one of these would look like. I think it's got to be a little bit smaller because I don't want to cover up too much of that butterfly. Yeah, maybe one of these. Yeah. Can cover up a tiny bit, but I don't want too much. That's a potential. Like I said, I'm not a fan of orange so much, but that does look good. Let's go with this one. All righty. A decision has been made. All righty. So, did I have two? Nope. Okay. We'll just put a little bit of glue on the back here. And then put it right here on the edge. Maybe up a tiny bit. Up. About like that. And then bring it around. Yeah. I love the way that looks on the back there. And then let's just bring in a little bit of stamping. I'm just going to take a book and my vintage photo. And this is just kind of a stamp. I can't remember where I got it, but it's got some rings and good enough, and splatter areas in it. So right there. Okay, so anyway, that is my quick tip Thursday. I don't know how quick it was with my decisions, but here is what I made. This journaling card. This one with this 3D butterfly. this beautiful one with a little bit of fabric and the French woman. And then here's some that I had done as a prototype, another French woman. This one is very, very plain actually. I may need to add one more thing to it. And then another butterfly here with the 3D. So anyway, that's my quick tip Thursday. I hope you guys enjoyed it and got some inspiration. And I will see you guys next Thursday. Thanks and bye-bye.